Anxiety is a natural and adaptive response that humans experience in dangerous or stressful situations. It has complex biological bases that involve the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. I share this strengthening with you so that you can support your treatment if you suffer from this disorder. Measure from 1 to 10, where 10 is the maximum degree of affection as soon as you feel anxiety at this exact moment. We're going to strengthen your midline, central nervous system, spinal cord, sacrum, coccyx, and tail. Let's separate the biological factors, psychological factors, and environmental factors. We erase the weaknesses of each of them and the combination of them to 0 minus infinity 100% of the time with infinite time. We level them so that they are centered, balanced, and stable. We're going to remove the energy of all the ancestors who lived with anxiety and passed it on to descendants. We erase this information of danger, catastrophe, drama, worry, and anguish. We erase it in you from your body down to its tiniest cells in those around you and in the spaces you occupy. At negative infinity, 100% of the time with infinite time, we strengthen your amygdala to optimally handle your emotional responses. We are going to erase non-physical traumas from your amygdala that have accumulated at the subconscious, conscious, and unconscious levels. We are going to remove the remains, traces, remnants, and impressions of these traumas. We eliminate any resistance to erasure from quantum particles, atoms, cells, and molecules. At negative infinity, 100% of the time with finite time. We strengthen your amygdala to detect real, objective, threatening stimuli. We eliminate any distortion, magnification, and exaggeration of threats. At negative infinity, 100% of the time with finite time, let's strengthen the amygdala to respond to real danger situations. We remove from the amygdala traumatic and recurrent, constant, vivid emotional memories. We remove the distortion, exaggeration, and magnification of those memories. We're going to eliminate pain, sadness, anguish, overwhelm, fear, frustration, helplessness, rejection, resistance, and confusion with all their cumulative effect. At 0 minus infinity, 100% of the time with finite time. We eliminate the triggering of intense emotional responses, causes, reasons, sources, activators, and detonators. At 0 minus infinity, 100% of the time with finite time. We're going to empower you so that your physiological responses coming from the amygdala are real, objective, and relevant. We're going to strengthen your heart rate according to these responses. Strengthen the release of the stress hormone to optimal levels. At 100% infinite copotential 100% of the time with finite time. Let's separate hyperactivity from hypersensitivity in the amygdala. We're erasing the weaknesses of each of them and their combination to 0 minus infinity 100% of the time with finite time. We're going to eliminate the shock of every trauma that activated this hyperactivity and hypersensitivity. We erase it in the amygdala and in every person who participated, as well as in the physical spaces in which it took place. We're going to deactivate the conditioned response to stimuli that seem like trauma. We're erasing emotions, sensations, and reactions from and to these stimuli. We're going to erase the cumulative effect of re-experiencing the trauma at a biological and non-physical level every time you remember the trauma. We erase the cumulative effect of the traumas you re-experienced but don't consciously recall. We erase the resistance to remembering, to re-experiencing. We absolutely erase fear, confusion, shame, and guilt 100% of the time in finite time. We will erase anxiety as a structured, mechanical, conditioned, programmed, and influenced response. We erase the triggers and detonators of these traumatic memories. We will enhance cognitive restructuring. We strengthen the re-evaluation, questioning, and processing of your memories. We will boost the physical potential in the amygdala. 100% strength, endurance, speed, agility, and coordination with unlimited potential 100% of the time in infinite time. We will strengthen the peripheral nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. We identified the weaknesses of each and their combination and completely erased them 100% of the time in infinite time. We level them so they're centered, balanced, and stable. We strengthen the central nervous system to regulate the body's involuntary functions. We strengthen cortisol and adrenaline to be released in relevant situations and in optimal amounts for efficient responses to real danger. At 100% with infinite potential, 100% of the time with infinite time. We strengthen and level serotonin, dopamine, GABA, and eliminate the weaknesses of each of them and their combination to 0 minus infinity 100% of the time with infinite time, strong to be released in optimal amounts and situations. We eliminate the susceptibility that comes from the ancestors. We eliminate the interpretation that susceptibility is a way to prevent or defend against the danger of attacks. We eliminate misinformation, perceptions, and interpretations about perfectionism, excessive self-demands, internal haste. We eliminate the cumulative effect of these unconscious, repetitive behavior patterns, and we deprogram them to 0 minus infinity 100% of the time with infinite time. We'll eliminate the cumulative effect of worry, distress, dramatic, catastrophic, negative, and painful thoughts. We eliminate the cumulative effect of chronic stress at work, at the family level, and at the individual level. We erase the inability, resistance, and refusal to think differently, to feel differently, and to speak with different words. Will detoxify the central nervous system from medications, prescription drugs, recreational drugs, alcohol, toxins, heavy metals, viruses, fungi, bacteria, parasites, and waste from all of them. We send this information to the lymphatic system, strengthen channels, ducts, fluids, centers, and lymph nodes. We're going to eliminate the cumulative effect of refined carbohydrates and refined sugars that trigger or activate this condition. Let's separate fear, dread, and insecurity. We erase the weaknesses of each of them and all possible combinations of them, yours and not yours, this life's and other lives. We clear its cumulative effect to 0 minus infinity, 100% of the time with infinite time. We erase the feeling of weakness, worthlessness, unimportance, lack of sufficiency and ability, yours and not yours, that of this and other lifetimes, and all their cumulative effect at 0 minus infinity, 100% of the time with infinite time. I separate you from the whole collective that experiences the same thing as you with the same symptomatology. And I erase the weaknesses to 0 minus infinity, 100% of the time with infinite time. I level you with the whole group that has already overcome these symptoms. And we're going to erase the cumulative effect of the anxiety that came from illnesses, diagnoses, discomforts, accidents, losses. We'll erase the cumulative effect of anxiety that came from substance use. We'll erase the cumulative effect of anxiety that is not associated but generates limitations at negative infinity 100% of the time with infinite time. Strong to be equal, not equal, different, not different, change, not change, perception, non-perception. Strong for everything positive, non-positive, negative, non-negative, neutral. Strengthen your body, your mind, and your spirit. Strengthen your physical intelligence, mental intelligence, and spiritual intelligence. Strong emotions, sensations, and reactions. Let's strengthen your internal and external dynamics, internal limits, external boundaries, and vertices at 100% with infinite potential, 100% of the time with infinite time. Reset, recalibrate, reprogram, readjust, and rejuvenate your body, mind, and spirit. How do you feel? The same or different?